Greetings from Shelf Life. Once again, we have Shelf Life Online, and I'd like to present to you two great nonfiction books for your introspection, and hopefully you will consider purchasing them and enjoying them as much as I have. The first one is Who is Alex Trebek by Lisa Rogak. This is published by Thomas Dunn, and it retails for $37.99. Now, of course, Alex Trebek is a most familiar face on Jeopardy! In fact, he is the face of Jeopardy! And for nearly 30 years he has hosted the show. But Alex has had a very interesting career. He was born in Sudbury, Ontario in 1940, and after that, in the 60s, he hosted a music show called Music Hop. He also hosted Reach for the Top, which was a high school competition. But once he went to the States, then game shows were his forte. He was in High Rollers, Classic Concentration, and he came back to Canada in the early 70s for a updated version of the $64,000 question, but now it was the $128,000 question, but that did not last very long. Now, Actually, Jeopardy! Began first in the 1960s with Art Fleming was the original host for many years. And when they brought it back, they were looking for a competent host. And rumor has it that Lucille Ball recommended Alex Trebek for the job. So he was hired, and he has been on there since the 80s. We all know that he has had a pancreatic cancer scare where he said it was beaten, but it has come back, and Alex will stay with the show as long as humanly possible. Actually, his contract does run out in 2022, so whether he decides to re-sign with Jeopardy! Remains to be seen. But this book tells about his life history. There's no scandal. It's down to earth. It talks about his charitable work. He fronts a lot of charities. He gives a lot of his time and effort to the less fortunate. And in foreign countries as well, he has given a lot of money to help some countries have fresh drinking water. So if you are looking for a book, and I can say in Jeopardy! Terms, what is an excellent book to purchase? The answer is Who is Alex Trebek? This is a book that you cannot go wrong with. It is entertaining, and it is entertaining as the man himself. So I hope you will consider this book. A second book that you should consider purchasing is A Better Man by Michael Ian Black. This is published by Algonquin Books of Chapel Hill, and it retails for $33.95. This Michael Ian Black is a comedian. He's done a show for MTV. But there's nothing funny about this book. It is as serious as they come, and it is a book. It is actually written for his son Elijah. As he was going to college, Michael Ian Black wanted to write something that his son could read and learn from. And this is a very, very entertaining book. It talks about his son as he faces the world. But the book begins with the Sandy Hill Massacre, which took place not too far from his son's school when his son was growing up. And Michael Ian Black talks about America as obsessed with guns. And he said it's, just as common almost as the sun rising and setting. Almost every day you hear about a shooting, a massacre, and it has to change. But this book looks at life, and as he grows up, he wants his son to learn from the world around him, to not think he has to be macho to impress people. Just be himself. Just be the best human being that you can be. And as the title, A Better Man, this is a book that anybody could read. You don't have to be a young man going to college. We can all learn from this, and it's a very inspiring book. The way he talks about how to treat people with dignity, especially women. Be kind to them, understand them, and learn to love the world and those around you. And there's one particular passage that I would like to share with you. When I was a kid, somebody told me to be a man, but he didn't tell me how. I'm telling you now, be strong and resilient, yes, but also be tender, be kind, be forgiving of others, but equally importantly of yourself. Breathe, be inspired, practice love. And that is the essence of the book. It is a book that we can all learn from, male, female, everybody can learn from this. This is a book about life, about growing to be the best person you can be, taking nothing for granted, and sharing the goodness with the world around you. So this is a book that you should seriously consider. It's one you would add to your library and one you might want to show future generations. So those are the two books for this week. I hope you've enjoyed the reviews. And as always, I thank you for taking time to watch my videos. Please comment. Like I say, pro or con. I accept both negativity and positivity. So once again, thank you. Be safe out there. And we'll see you real soon with more reviews for Shelf Life Online. Take care.